Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Denali and I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark. My closet name is El Ducho, E-L-D-U-C-H-O, and you can find me on Instagram at El Ducho Thrift. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit the button down below, and if you enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. All right, so I'm here today to talk about how I made $25,000 in my first year on Poshmark. Isn't that exciting? That's so fun to say. So I guess let's start off by talking a little bit about what Poshmark is for those of you who've stumbled upon this video, you're not a reseller, and you want to know a little bit more about it. So Poshmark is a free app. I have some notes here. Poshmark is a free app that you can download on the App Store and you can make extra money, like a side hustle if you've never had a side hustle. So the sign up process is really easy. It's like anything that you sign up for. You just got to give your name, some details. I don't know if you need to, but you can give your banking information if you want to receive direct deposits into your bank account. Otherwise, your other option is going to be to receive a check, which will take a little bit longer, but you can receive a check in the mail with your profits if you'd like. To create a listing, it's really simple. You can actually just do it from the app itself. You don't have to do it from your desktop computer. You can just literally point and shoot at an item on, hung up on the wall or laid flat on the ground. And then you can just fill in the details of what your item is. I would recommend that when creating listings, my tips for you would be to take great photos. So what does that mean? In a perfect world, you have a lighting kit or some sort of lighting setup, a lighting source of some sort, but most people don't. And so my next suggestion would be to use natural lighting. So take your photos during the daytime, whenever there's going to be the best light in the room that you're going to photograph the items that you're photographing for the day. I also recommend taking it against a plain solid background, ideally white or as light of a surface as you can get. This is going to be good for search engine optimization on Google. However, you can also stylize your photos. A lot of times people like to lay their items with, if it's a top, maybe they like to pair it with some pants or some jewelry or a hat or other types of lifestyle products. However, it has been said by Google that it's not as good for search engine optimization, so something to think about there. I also recommend that you check your comparables, also known as comps, before you price your item to sell. So if you just blindly price your item, a purple top for $10, there's going to be a lot of results for a purple top for $10. However, the truth is that purple top might actually be a Free People purple top, and it's a rare one, and those are details that you're going to want to include in your title or description. I recommend putting in the brand name, what the garment is, so a Free People long sleeve top or just top, size large, and then I would lead with other information, for instance, the style name or other descriptive words that are going to help people find you in search. So those are my tips on that. I also recommend putting in measurements that could help your description. People aren't going to be able to try on this item at home, so the more details that you give them, the better. And that's why, again, great photos and a great title are going to help your listing sell. So another component of Poshmark is going to be to share your items. So sharing is basically a free marketing tool for your listing. Since it is free to list your items on Poshmark, you don't have to pay to boost your item in the search results. How you're going to do that is just click share and share your item. So the more you share, theoretically, the more eyes you're getting on your item potentially. Personally, I share 3 times a day, sometimes less, maybe sometimes more. For me, I like to share in the morning. So for me, the morning is around 9 to 10 a.m. I like to share at around lunchtime, so noon to 1. And then I like to share again in the evening during one of the evening Poshmark parties. And that starts at 7 p.m. and goes to 9 p.m. If you're not familiar with what a Poshmark party is, it's basically just They pick a type of style or brand or whatever, and you can submit your items to the party, and it's just another way to get your items seen. So it has been said that the most users are on the website, but during that last party between 7 and 9 p.m. So if you can only share one time a day, I recommend sharing during that party. A lot of people recommend sharing during that party, so, take that as you will. I also like to share between 3 and 4:30. Personally, I just think that's when people, Monday through Friday, I think that's when people are sitting at their desk, they're bored, and they want stuff to look at, and they're shopping. I've often gotten a lot of sales during that time, but that's just what I do. Another great tip for using Poshmark is that you don't have to invest in shipping supplies, which is really huge. It's a small cost, but it's a cost that adds up when you're, over the life of your selling career. So you can actually get free boxes and shipping materials through the United States Postal Service. You can just go to USPS.com. I think if you click on like shipping or shipping supplies, it'll say order shipping supplies, and then you can click on free shipping supplies. So you're going to want to order any and all of the priority mail items that are free. Don't order the priority mail express. The reason why is, one, you're not supposed to, because Poshmark items are only shipped through regular priority mail. Priority mail express, it usually gets there between 1 and 2 days. It's a lot costlier than what Poshmark has paid for with their shipping label. With that said, the shipping is super easy through Poshmark. I think that's why it's a great platform to use. There's no weighing items, finding out which boxes it needs to go in, which are appropriate. No, you just get a label emailed to you, or you can print it from Poshmark's website under your sales area. You just download the shipping label, print it out, and slap it on your item. Off it goes. There's no thinking about it. So anyways, order your supplies through USPS.com, or if you prefer to order cute poly mailers or boxes or whatever, go ahead and do that. There's lots of websites that you could be using for that. So, a little bit about my journey with selling on Poshmark. I first joined the app in April of 2017. I'm not sure how I found the app at all, but I downloaded it. However, I didn't start using it until almost a year later, or till a year later. Yeah, so I started reselling full-time in July of 2017, but I did not sell my first item on Poshmark until February of 2018. So in January of 2018, I saw that Poshmark was coming to my city for a Posh Party Live. It's just a meetup opportunity to interact with other resellers in my area. So I really wanted to attend, but I thought, I can't go to this thing. I don't have anything listed for sale. I've never sold on there. And so what did I do? I started listing stuff for sale because I wanted to go. So first off, I went to the party, which was a lot of fun. I recommend you go to and attend all reseller and Poshmark related events that may pop up in your area. You can also host your own. It's called a Posh and Sip, and you can find that on Poshmark's blog. But anyways, so I went to the event. It was a whole lot of fun. And then I started listing items. I continued to list items, and I sold my first item on February 19th of 2018. It was a Zella tank top, which I'll show here. So that was super exciting. Once you sell your first item, you're like, yeah, I got this. So that was my foray into Poshmark, and it just kind of went up from there. I really would say that I've done a lot of my sales, well, not a lot of my sales, but I really amped up my Poshmark business in the past 6 to 8 months. My first few months, it was just like, let's keep adding stuff on there. It's free to list. And I was sharing stuff. But I really started, I started seeing sales, and I felt more and more confident. So it just grew from there, and it's been like a snowball going down a hill in the past 6 to 8 months. So it's been really exciting to see my progress then. And having said that I did $25,000 in sales in that first year makes me more excited for the second year because I really think that I can outpace that, and I will update you in a year, I promise. So my lowest price sale, which I'll show here, was a coin purse. I think it was a 9 West coin purse, and I sold it for $3. So I believe that's the lowest you can sell an item for on Poshmark is $3. Some items you just have to clear out. I feel like I've probably had another like $4 or $5 sale. You know, you don't make a lot of money on it. In a perfect world, you maybe make your money back. Actually, on that 9 West coin purse, I think I did make money because I bought that from the Goodwill outlet, which it probably only cost me like 30 cents. So I still made money, but, you know, not as much as I would have liked maybe. But anyways, so that's my lowest price sale if you're curious about that. And my highest price sale was a Burberry scarf, a Burberry pink scarf that I purchased when I went on a sourcing trip to Denver this past December 2018. And I sold that scarf for, I believe, $222, though I'll put it here so we'll be able to figure out what I sold it for. So that was my highest price sale. And then what's fallen in between? Everything. I've sold items for $10. I've sold items for $25. I've sold items for $50. It runs the gamut. You know, a lot of times people ask me, what should I put on Poshmark? My answer to that is put everything on Poshmark. Everything that you're allowed to, which would be women's, men's, children's clothing, shoes, and accessories. So, and beauty products. So I just say put everything on there because give everything the opportunity to at least try and sell for yourself. You know, if you don't list it, it doesn't have the opportunity to sell. So, you know, don't overthink, well, does this brand sell well there or does this brand sell well there? Because in my experience, I've been able to sell young, trendy brands, and then I've been able to sell more mature brands. Brands that people would say, that shopper is not on there. Or I've been able to sell men's items, which people might think, well, there's no men shopping on there. Same with children's items. Some items I just sourced from my son's closet after he's outgrown it. I've, in the past, just lotted up pairs of jeans of his or pants, shirts, different items like that, and I just sell those off, and that's just free inventory. It's stuff you already have in your house, and truly that's the best way to start reselling, whether it be as a side hustle, part-time, full-time, whatever you want it to be for you. Just list the items that you already have in your home before going out and investing in things to flip. So the $25,000 that I mentioned earlier, that is my gross number. So if you're curious, like, okay, well, did she net that amount? No, so I netted $20,000 of that. Poshmark does take 20%, that's their fee. So I netted $20,000 of that money. For me, I really was hoping to hit that $25,000 in my first year mark, which I did. So it was just this past February at the end of February that I hit that number. So that was really an exciting goal for me, and I'm excited to see that number grow. If you're curious about what my average sold price is for items, it's $20 that I net. So again, I'm selling my items on average for about $25. So again, doing the math, that's the 20%. So you can, another thing that people ask is like, should your closet be curated? Some people think that you should only have a closet that's meant for a certain type of shopper. I definitely think that that's one school of thought. That's not how my closet is. My closet is literally for any type of shopper because I believe that the way people shop from me or how they're finding me is just through search. They're just typing something in the search bar and that's how they're finding my items or products, or it's being shared by someone else. So if I share their item, they share my item back. It gets seen through lots of different people. However, some people want to have maybe a store that's all plus size or all designer items, or I'm trying to think what else would people want, like activewear or boho looks, etc., etc. So you can absolutely do that. I do think you're going to narrow down a little bit of who your market is, but that's definitely an option. I do believe you can have more than one store, but you do have to get it approved through Poshmark. So if that's something that you're looking to do, if you're looking to have more than one store, make sure that you reach out to them and get it approved before you move forward with that. So that's my tip on that. But yeah, that's my video on kind of how I made my $25,000. There's no secret sauce to this. I was thinking when I was writing down my notes, like what I could say. And the truth is my secret sauce, wait for it, get a pen and paper, is that I just list items. That's all I do. I just list items, share them, list again, share them. I mean, there's everything in between, which includes sourcing them, photographing them, measuring them, packaging them for inventory and shipping them out when they sell. But other than those, it's just list. I think that regardless of what selling platform you sell your items on, the more you list, the more you're going to sell them. I think that certain platforms have that maybe in their algorithm. I don't know if Poshmark has an algorithm. There's lots of speculation on that, but I can tell you that I do notice that when I list more items on the app, I am having more sales. So that's my secret sauce. There's really nothing else to it. If you believe that there is some other sort of secret tool or secret piece of advice or not so secret piece of advice for getting more sales on Poshmark, I would love for you to comment down below and share your thoughts and ideas. If there's something that I didn't answer in the most specific way that you would like more clarification on, leave the question down below and I will answer it to the best of my ability. But other than that, this was just kind of an overview of how I did it and how I'm going to continue to do it. I'm not going to change what I'm doing this next year, going into this next year. I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to keep listing items and I'm going to keep selling them. And I've enjoyed selling on Poshmark and getting to meet lots of new people through the platform. So yeah, I really enjoy it. But thanks for watching, guys. Give me a thumbs up on your way out if you enjoyed it. And yeah, like I said, leave a comment down below with your thoughts. I'll talk with you soon. Bye.